Hey guys, welcome back. Tis I, Slytherin Shut. Oh goodness, we had a pretty good rain yesterday. I guess some remnants or outer workings of tropical storm. I think Erin. But it's still going. She's still going strong. So, it's a very red leaf. Perhaps autumn is upon us. No, it'll be a little bit, but it is interesting to see a red leaf. Anyway, today's drink of choice, since you have tuned into a Lap It Up, is another Ryl Tea. Crafted by Morgan Waller. It is a Southern Sweet. This time they're walking. It's also very humid out. But I think the temperature is pretty good. Let's see. That's not bad. With the wind blowing, obviously. A swoosh! And, not. Ooh! Yeah. It's not bad out. And I'm definitely a person who likes a bit of flow of air. I don't like it stagnant. But some people have to have, like, air on them. I'm not a big fan of that as much. I don't know. That's just me. Alright. And calories on this is 5 calories per container. You're looking at 0 sodium, 6 grams of carbs, Southern Sweet, antioxidant super blend. What? I wasn't expecting this. Okay, to be fair to everyone who it's on here, I was actually expecting this one to be high on the calories because it's a sweet tea. I need to clean my glasses. That's foggy, but I need to do that. So I'm a little surprised at the sweet tea. So this is going to be kind of interesting. My bookkeeper at work, I don't mention her often, is like, certain people like are very helpful by making sure you do what you're supposed to be doing. Like they see you with a donut and they know you're not supposed to have a donut. They just get it in like the I've actually purchased I've actually gotten a donut and a croissant, like a breakfast croissant, and brought it to work just so that she would see the donut and then like try to confiscate it, and then me just be like, okay, fine, here, have it. Just so that like I give her something, like, here, take it. I've literally just been like, here's an apple fritter. I bought this for you. She was like, oh, but for me, it's playful, but yeah, it's nice to have somebody kind of point that out every once in a while and be like, hey, you don't want somebody getting up in your business, but she'll pick on me a little bit about certain things, but she's not rude about it, whereas some people can be just downright rude. So this is interesting. I'll need to point these out to her, but she's also looking for healthier stuff too, so. bit, but it's nice. And the sweet's a little weird. It has an odd sweet flavor to it. So I don't know what that sweet is. It's not like overpoweringly weird, but it is. It gives an odd aftertaste, but not bad. I could see drinking this over like ice. Yeah, it's not bad. That's good. I like that. But honestly, I think I might have remember being slightly surprised at some of the other reels. Or Ryl. I think it's Ryl. I think, the point of it. But I have to give that, a bit more of an eyeball. Check it out. But things are going really good. As per the cruise, for anybody who's curious, I bought last day shirts for me and my buddy Ammo, and I got the disembarkation shirt. It's our last day shirts. So the day that we're disembarking, it's got like, I think I've mentioned it. It says disembarkation. It's got 5 stars, and only one of them's lit up. And at the bottom it says, awful, would not recommend. So, rating the disembarkation. Which, okay, the process for disembarkation is not terrible. It's about as bad as getting on the ship, which can be a long ordeal. Okay, I say a long ordeal, but like you'll be it might take you 15 to 30 minutes to get into the port and get checked in, like get past screening or whatever, because they do have a setup for like with airports where they check your onboard and stuff to check in with you, and then check to make sure you don't have anything on you. So it's amazing the amount of things that you'd end up like forgetting. But it's like I said, it's not bad. But it's kind of one of those things where I've talked about it before, where like the happiest people on Earth are like people who are on board ship on the first few hours. They're exhausted from finally getting on, but they're just sitting back. And the people who are actually engaging, like getting a drink, sitting down, eating something, relaxing, those people are genuinely happy people. Whereas when it comes to the most miserable I've ever seen people has either been on TV during like a kind of war or something. Obviously, like that's miserable people, Don't tell me that's dangerous. Or of course, people leaving their fun ship, And there is this. Usually you'll see a lot of people who are just like in move mode. They have their process, they're heading to their car so they can get home to their families or animals. They're just like, okay, well, we're done with the vacation, time to do this. And they're priority driven. Task driven, I guess, is a better they've flipped the switch to I'm getting home mode. And that's fine. That's actually, I could understand that for sure. But I'm a lot like that. Truth in mind, I can say something about it. But Yeah. So that's why I got the shirts. So me and that also takes away the need to have any other shirts for last day. Like, you just put on a basic set of clothes to get off the boat. That's it. You don't have to worry about getting dressed up or getting dressed to lounge on the boat or to get out and, go to port and walk around. Which, like I said, I think it's one of the things I'm going to do when I get to Costa Maya, because it's going to be the last time Carnival goes to Costa Maya. I heard that Royal Caribbean bought out the port, and it's going to be their official, one of their official ports. I think Carnival has like Celebration Key and something else as their official spots. So but yeah, anyway, cruise is done. I got my fermenter is coming in today. So I'll be able to make larger batches of my mead. And so far, I've been really, really happy with how things have turned out, mead-wise. So happy about that. That's turning out really well. I'm annoyed with my primary care physician. Not in a bad, like, oh, they're terrible people. But there was a issue with my refill for my semaglutide and B12 shot with the pharmacy that I get it from. We had gone and jumped to a higher units, from going from 20 units to 40 units. And it took me a week to get a hold of somebody to where I got a confirmation that I was getting, the pharmacy called me and said, hey, they ordered this, we need you to pay for it so we could send it. And I did. But it took a week of doing emails or using their app or calling until finally I received confirmation that the order was sent off and that I needed to, it needed to be sent. And then after I paid, it took like 4 to 5 days to get to me. So, and when I got it, it was the previous amount. And the cost of it was also lower too. So I thought there was something weird about that. But yeah, so I had to figure out what I need to do. And I call and find out who I need to talk to about, like, hey, we weren't doing this, we were doing this. What do we need to do to bump up, do the next thing? So anyway, all right. Well, I mean, Ryl Tea, Southern Sweet, not bad. I really like it. Like I said, there's a bit of an odd, the sweet flavor is a bit weird. I wonder if it's the stevia. Okay, that's what that is. They also use the allulose, which I have just recently started kind of looking at for teas and stuff. Also, since I have the slushy, it's a suggested sweetener to put in for if you want to use diet or zero sugar sodas, because you have to have a 4% sugar in your drink for the slushy machine to actually do its thing. So basically you have to add sweetener or sugar to it, and the sodas are always kind of high sweet to begin with. So I've heard that you like gum arabic or other stuff. I should just heard those to make it a little bit easier to do. So, but I've got the slushy out. I haven't got it unboxed. I need to remember to do an unboxing for that, because that would be kind of nice. Plus, I've seen some other things that I want to add to it, but I've got to find a spot for it, and that means I need better storage. I do. Yeah. Anyway, working on that. Hope you guys are doing well. As always, I'm Sir Drink Slot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love without time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. Southern Tea, Ryl, you guys get a 3 and a 7. Good stuff. Cheers.